Welcome to English Made Easy podcast.
Real conversations, real learning.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Made Easy. I am Ben, and I'm excited to share today's episode with you.
Hello, friends. I'm Nancy. We are glad you joined us. Today we talk about two different lifestyles.
Yes, our topic is city life versus country life. We will compare urban and rural experiences. We will share stories and useful language tips.
We will also introduce useful English vocabulary and idioms. You will learn words like urban, rural, metropolitan, and countryside. We will explain them as we go.
And we have a special guest today to help us. Please welcome our language expert, Professor Lisa.
I will help you learn new word hello, everyone. I am Professor Lisa. I am happy to join you all today. S and idioms in English. I hope you enjoy our friendly chat.
Today, we look at the differences between city life and country life. City life is busy. The city has tall buildings and busy streets. People move fast in the city.
Less than be greater than, the country is quiet. In rural areas, nature is all around. There are green fields, open skies, and quiet roads. Less than / be greater than.
In English, we say hustle and bustle to describe a busy city. It means lots of activity and noise. And for the countryside, you might say it is a breath of fresh air. That means it is calm and refreshing.
We will explore both styles of living. We will talk about the good and the bad. We will look at noise, convenience, nature, and space.
Less than be greater than we will share personal stories, examples, and vocabulary tips. This will help you learn English naturally. Less than / be greater than.
As we speak, listen for new words and phrases. They will help you describe your own experiences. Let's start by discussing urban life.
City life is full of energy. The streets are busy. People rush to work. There is noise and lights everywhere.
Less than be greater than. In a big city, you see many shops, restaurants, and theaters. The city never sleeps. There is always something happening. Less than / be greater than.
When we talk about cities, we use the word urban. Urban means relating to a city. For example, you can say, I love the urban vibe.
I enjoy the energy of the city. I like the sound of traffic and the bright lights at night. The city feels alive.
Less than be greater than, but city life has its challenges. It can be noisy, there is heavy traffic and crowds. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. Less than / be greater than.
In English, we use the phrase hustle and bustle for this busy energy. It shows that the city has a lot of movement. You might also hear concrete jungle. This idiom means a city with little nature.
I remember a morning when I took the subway. The train was packed with people. It was busy and full of life. Yet, I felt excited about the day.
Less than be greater than. I take the bus sometimes. It is slower, but I enjoy watching the city life through the window. I see street art, friendly faces, and interesting buildings. Less than / be greater than.
Let's pause and look at some vocabulary. We have urban, metropolitan, and concrete jungle. When you use these words, you make your description of the city more vivid. Metropolitan is another word for urban and sounds a bit more formal.
I once spent a quiet morning in a city park. The park felt like an oasis amid the busy streets. I sat on a bench and watched the sunrise.
Less than be greater than. City parks are great. They are small pockets of nature. Even in the middle of all the noise, they offer calm moments. Less than / be greater than.
The word oasis is a useful term. In English, an oasis is a place of peace in a busy area. It is perfect to describe a city park.
City life is exciting. It gives us chances to meet new people. There are many cultural events and social gatherings.
Less than be greater than. Yet, I sometimes miss quiet moments. The noise can be a lot to handle after a long day. I sometimes wish for a break from the busy life. Less than / be greater than.
When you need to take a rest, you can say, I need a break. It is a simple phrase. It is also good to say, I need to slow down. This tells others that you want to pause the fast pace.
In the city, there are many options. You can try new foods and attend events. The city offers variety and excitement.
The city is like a stage. Every day brings a new act. There is always something to learn or try.
Remember the idiom, the best of both worlds. Some people try to balance the energy of the city with the calm of the country. It means enjoying two good things at once.
That sums up city life well. It is full of opportunities, but can be stressful. Now, let us move to the other side. Country life is very different. In the countryside, there is a quiet charm. The air is fresh, and the spaces are wide open.
I love the countryside. It feels like nature's warm embrace. You see green fields, gentle hills, and a sky that seems endless.
In English, we use the word rural to talk about the country. Rural means related to the countryside. Another common word is countryside. Both show a place away from the urban rush.
In rural areas, nature is the main attraction. You see trees, rivers, and wildlife. It is peaceful and calm.
I grew up in a small town. I remember the friendly neighbors, slow mornings, and simple routines. Life was gentle and kind.
We often use the phrase small town charm in English. It means that a small town has a warm and friendly feel. It is a phrase that shows how community and simplicity matter.
Country life also has challenges. There are fewer stores and services. Sometimes, you have to drive a long way to reach a hospital or a shop.
That is true. But the long drives can be a chance to see nature. They give you time to think and enjoy the scenery.
When you talk about a change from one style to another, you might say a change of pace. It means a welcome difference from the usual. It is a helpful idiom when comparing the city and the country.
I have visited farms in the countryside. I saw animals and learned how crops grow. It was a unique experience.
Less than be greater than I visited a village where everyone knew each other. It felt safe and familiar. The slow pace allowed people to connect deeply. Less than / be greater than.
The adjective rustic is a good word here. Rustic means simple and charming in a natural way. You might say, I love the rustic charm of a country house. It paints a picture of simplicity and nature.
Life in the country feels like a long, gentle hug. The stars shine bright at night. It feels like the universe is closer.
That is one of my favorite things about rural life. The night sky is amazing. You can see many stars, and it feels magical.
Let's review some vocabulary. We now know words like rural, countryside, small town charm, and rustic. These words help you describe the calm and friendly life away from the city.
Both lifestyles have good points. City life is exciting and full of opportunities. Country life is calm and close to nature.
It is important to know the benefits and challenges of each. In the city, you have convenience. In the country, you have peace.
In English, when we compare choices, we say, weigh the pros and cons. This means you think about the good and the bad before making a decision.
I try to weigh the pros and cons when I choose where to live or spend my weekends. Sometimes, I visit the city for its excitement. Other times, I head to the country to relax.
Some people even choose to live in both. They work in the city and stay in the country on weekends. That way, they get the best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds is an excellent idiom. It shows that you can enjoy two very different benefits at the same time. Remember that phrase when discussing lifestyle choices.
I have many personal stories from my time in the city. One day, I went to a music concert in downtown. The lights were bright. The music was loud. I felt the energy of every beat.
I have a story too. I once visited a street market in a big city. I tasted food from a vendor. I bought handmade crafts. It was an adventure.
Personal stories make language learning fun. They give real examples of how words and phrases work in real life. When you share a story, keep your sentences short and clear.
Some people even choose to live in both. They work in the city and stay in the country on weekends. That way, they get the best of both worlds.
Less than be greater than I have experienced quiet moments too. I once spent a weekend in a small town. I sat by a calm lake. I listened to the birds sing, off piece of nature. Less than slash adds be greater than.
These stories help us learn adjectives too. You can use words like busy, lively, calm, and peaceful. They add detail to your descriptions.
In one of my visits, I found a small park in the middle of the city. I sat on a bench and read a book. For a short time, I escaped the concrete jungle.
That is a great way to put it. A concrete jungle is a strong image for a city full of buildings and little nature.
Exactly. When you learn idioms like concrete jungle, you add color to your language. It makes your speech more interesting.
I have also had days when the city felt too hectic. I needed to slow down. I took a short trip to the countryside. The fresh air and open spaces helped me relax.
I have done the same. I plan short trips to rural areas to balance my busy work life. It is like hitting the reset button.
And when you need to reset, you might say, I need to rejuvenate. Rejuvenate means to feel young and refreshed again. It is a useful word for self-care.
City life teaches us about energy and diversity. It shows us many cultures in one place, but the constant rush can be tiring.
Country life teaches us about nature and simplicity. It reminds us to take our time. Both ways of living have their own lessons.
Always remember to use the vocabulary you learn. Try saying, I enjoy urban energy, or I love the rural calm. It will help you speak clearly about your experiences.
Let us now discuss daily routines. In the city, people start early. They wake up and get ready quickly. The mornings are busy.
In the city, many people say rise and shine to start the day. It is a cheerful call to get moving.
Rise and shine is a friendly phrase. It encourages you to wake up and be active. In the countryside, the routine is different.
In the country, the day starts slowly. People wake up with the sunrise. They enjoy a calm morning. A leisurely breakfast is common.
Less than be greater than. I love the idea of a slow, relaxed morning. In the country, you can enjoy your coffee while watching nature wake up. Less than slash be greater than.
The word leisurely means slow and unhurried. It is a great word to describe a relaxed routine. Use it when you talk about calm mornings.
In the city, lunch is often quick. People grab a sandwich or fast food. They eat on the run.
And dinner might be at a restaurant or with friends. City meals are often about convenience.
In the countryside, meals are more of a family event. People sit together. They talk and share stories. This shows the importance of community.
I have enjoyed meals in both places. In the city, I have tried many new cuisines. In the country, I have enjoyed simple, home-cooked food.
Both experiences are valuable. They show us the contrast between variety and tradition.
When discussing food and routine, remember adjectives like quick, hearty, fresh, and homemade. These words help you describe the experience clearly.
Let's talk about transportation. In the city, there are many ways to get around. Buses, subways, and taxis are common.
I use the bus sometimes. It is slower but lets me observe the city. Subways are fast and efficient but can be crowded.
In English, we use the word commute for daily travel. For example, I commute by train every morning. This is a common word for urban life.
My daily commute can be hectic. I experience the rush of the city and see many faces along the way.
In the country, transportation is different. Most people drive their own cars. There are fewer public transit options.
When you drive long distances in rural areas, you might say, it is a long haul. This idiom means the journey is long and requires effort. It is a useful phrase when discussing travel.
I enjoy long drives in the country. The roads are open. I can see vast fields and the beauty of nature. It feels liberating.
Less than be greater than. Even in the city, I sometimes choose to walk. Walking lets me slow down and notice the small details. I see colorful murals and friendly street vendors. Less than slash be greater than.
Walking is an excellent way to observe your surroundings. When you describe what you see, use simple adjectives like colorful, vibrant, and busy. This helps you share your experience in a clear way.
Now, let us talk about work-life balance. In the city, work is a big part of life. Many people work long hours.
Yes, I see many people rushing from work to home. There is little time for rest. The fast pace can be stressful.
In English, we often say, work hard, play hard. This means you must balance your work with fun. It is a catchy phrase that reminds you not to overwork.
I try to balance my work with relaxation, even in the busy city. I find moments to pause and unwind.
I schedule time for my hobbies. Whether it is reading or spending time outdoors, I make sure to relax.
When you plan your time, you practice time management. That means you organize your day to balance work and leisure. It is an important skill for a healthy life.
I sometimes go to the countryside for the weekend. It helps me reset my mind and body.
Yes, I feel that nature has a healing power. The fresh air and quiet spaces make me feel renewed.
When you need to feel refreshed, you might say, I need to rejuvenate. Rejuvenate means to regain energy and feel young again. It is a very useful word in everyday conversation.
Let's discuss technology. In the city, technology is everywhere. Smart devices and fast internet make life easier.
Yes, I love that I can use my phone to order food or check the bus schedule. It is all very convenient.
In English, we use the word innovation to talk about new technology. Innovation means new ideas and improvements that change our lives. It is a word you will hear often when discussing modern living.
I have seen smart homes in the city. They control lights, temperature, and security. It feels like living in the future.
In the country, technology is used differently. Many rural homes use solar panels. They make use of nature's power in a smart way.
This shows that modern technology is not just for urban areas. It is useful everywhere. When you describe these differences, use adjectives like efficient, modern, and smart.
Technology helps us stay connected, whether in the city or country. It makes life smoother.
It also bridges the gap between different lifestyles. Even if you live far from a city, you can still be connected.
That is why I say, technology bridges the gap. It is a simple phrase that shows how innovation brings us closer together.
Now, let us discuss how the environment affects us. In the city, the environment is built by humans. There are lots of concrete and glass structures.
Yes, the city is planned and designed. It has a certain energy, but sometimes it lacks natural beauty.
In contrast, the country has a natural environment. It is filled with trees, rivers, and open land. We use the word lush to describe rich, green areas. It shows that nature is abundant.
I sometimes say, I need to escape this concrete jungle. It is a strong way to show that I miss nature.
And I say, the countryside is lush and vibrant. It shows the beauty of nature. Less than span style equals font family. Arial sans serif. Font size 16px. Greater than less than span greater than.
These adjectives, concrete, lush, vibrant, and scenic, help paint a picture in your listener's mind. They are very useful when you want to describe your surroundings.
Our environment affects our mood and energy. The fast pace of the city can be exciting but tiring. The calm of the country can be relaxing but sometimes lonely.
Both have lessons to teach us. City life shows us how to adapt to fast changes. Country life shows us the beauty of simplicity.
It is all about balance. When you talk about these ideas, you can say, the environment shapes our behavior. This simple sentence sums up how our surroundings affect us.
We have shared many thoughts today. We have talked about the ups and downs of city and country life.
Yes, we compared busy streets with quiet lanes. We looked at fast-paced living versus slow, peaceful routines. Less than span style equals font family. Arial sans serif. Font size 16px. Greater than, less than span, greater than.
A good way to compare things is to say, on one hand, on the other hand. For example, on one hand, city life is exciting. On the other hand, country life is calming. This format helps you see the differences clearly.
I like that format because it makes the differences easy to follow.
It also helps you remember the key points. You see both sides of the story.
When you compare, use simple sentences. This keeps your message clear. Try saying, I enjoy urban energy, but I also love rural calm. It is short and easy.
I think both ways of life teach us important lessons. They shape our thoughts, our habits, and our language.
Yes, life is full of choices. You can mix both styles to create a balanced life. Less than span style equals font family, Arial, sans serif, font size 16px. Greater than, less than span greater than.
And that is why using phrases like the best of both worlds is so helpful. It tells others that you enjoy a mix of benefits from different lifestyles.
Let us now think about the future. What will cities and rural areas look like tomorrow?
I think cities will grow even more. They will become more modern and crowded. New technology will change how we live.
That is very likely. In English, we say the times are changing. It reminds us that nothing stays the same. Change is constant.
The countryside may also change. It might adopt new technologies while keeping its natural charm.
I can see that. The country can blend modern convenience with tradition. It can grow without losing its soul. Less than span style equals font family, Arial sans serif, font size 16px. Greater than, less than, span greater than.
When you discuss the future, you can use words like evolve and innovate. They are good for talking about change. For example, I believe rural areas will evolve while retaining their charm.
I see a future where people enjoy both city and country life, work in a busy metropolitan area, and relax in a quiet rural retreat.
That sounds perfect. A mix of excitement and calm can create a balanced life. It shows that both lifestyles have value.
And if you want to talk about balance, remember to use the phrase balance work and life. It is a practical expression that many people use every day.
Let's recap our discussion today. We compared city life with country life. We looked at energy versus calm and fast-paced routines versus slow living.
We learned new words like urban, metropolitan, rural, countryside, and suburban. These words help describe different areas. Less than span style equals font family, Arial, sans serif, font size 16px. Greater than, less than, span greater than.
We also learned useful adjectives like busy, lively, serene, rustic, and vibrant. And don't forget our idioms: hustle and bustle, concrete jungle, a breath of fresh air, small town charm, the best of both worlds, rise and shine, in the nick of time, back to the drawing board, and hit the road. These expressions add flavor to your language.
We also talked about phrases like weigh the pros and cons, work hard, play hard, time management, and balance work and life. They help us talk about choices and routines.
Each of these words and phrases gives you a tool to share your experiences. Whether you talk about a busy city or a quiet country, you have the words to describe your feelings.
Always remember to use simple, short sentences. It makes your speech clear. The more you practice these words and idioms, the easier it will be to use them naturally.
We have shared many ideas today. City life teaches us about energy and opportunity. Country life teaches us about nature and calm.
Both lifestyles have their challenges and benefits. It is important to know what you need. You may even mix both to create a balanced life. Less than span style equals font family, Arial, sans serif, font size 16px. Greater than, less than, span greater than.
Use your new vocabulary to describe your life. Say, I enjoy the urban energy but also love the rural peace. This shows that you value both.
Before we sign off, here are a few final tips. If you live in a city, find a quiet place to relax. Visit a park or a quiet cafe, even in a busy place. Small moments of calm matter.
And if you live in the country, try to visit a city. See the energy, meet new people, and learn something new. Traveling between both worlds can be very refreshing.
Practice these ideas in your daily conversations. Write down new words and try to use the idioms we shared. Every effort helps you improve your English.
We are grateful for your time today. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on city life versus country life. Think about what suits you best. Is it the constant excitement or the gentle calm? Or perhaps a mix of both?
We also hope you enjoyed the language tips. Try using phrases like hustle and bustle or a breath of fresh air in your own conversations. They make your English sound natural and friendly. Less than span style equals font family, Arial, sans serif, font size, 16px. Greater than, less than, span greater than.
And if you have any questions about today's vocabulary or idioms, please leave us a comment. We are here to help you learn. Remember, every mistake is a chance to grow.
Please subscribe to our podcast. Like our episode if you enjoyed it. And do share your thoughts with us. We love hearing your stories.
Our next episode will cover another interesting topic. We will share more stories and more language tips. So stay tuned and keep practicing every day.
Thank you for joining us. Keep speaking, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with your language. Use the new words and phrases we discussed. They will help you express your ideas clearly and confidently.
Whether you love the buzz of a city or the calm of the countryside, remember that both worlds offer something special. Embrace your lifestyle and learn from every experience.
Life is a journey. Enjoy every step along the way. And never forget, every new word is a step toward better communication. Less than span style equals font family, Arial, sans serif, font size, 16px. Greater than, less than, span greater than.
I encourage you to try new things and explore different lifestyles. Let your experiences shape your language. And always remember, practice makes perfect.
That is all for today's episode. We thank you for listening and for being part of our community.
We hope you take away some useful vocabulary and interesting ideas from our chat. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this episode.
I wish you all the best in your language journey. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and enjoy the best of both worlds.
Until next time, take care and stay inspired.